just when we thought space couldn't get any weirder. Scientists found something that doesn't make sense. It's not a planet. It's not a star. It's definitely not what you'd expect from an exploding star either. This thing named Telios looks like a glowing bubble floating in space. But here's the crazy part. It's almost perfectly round. Like someone used a ruler and compass to draw it. That doesn't happen in space. Explosions in space usually leave behind messy clouds or strange shapes. But this one is flawless. No one knows exactly what it is or how it got there. All we know is it's real. And it's unlike anything we've seen before. And that's just the beginning. Scientists weren't even looking for this thing when they found it. They were using a super powerful radio telescope in Australia called CAP to scan the sky. This was part of a big project called the evolutionary map of the universe, basically. A giant space survey to find strange objects far away. That's when they saw it. A strange, glowing bubble just floating out there. At first, they thought it was just leftovers from a supernova big star that exploded long ago. But something was off. Supernova remains are usually messy and uneven. They spread out in weird ways because space is full of gas, dust, and other stuff that gets in the way. But this new bubble, it was smooth. Round, almost too perfect, like it had been carefully shaped. They gave it the name Telios, which means perfect in ancient Greek. And the more they looked at it, the more confusing it got. At first, scientists thought Telios was just a supernova remnant, the leftover shell from a giant star explosion. That would make sense, till it didn't. When stars explode, they usually leave behind messy shapes, bits of gas and dust fly everywhere. Some parts move faster than others. It's chaotic, but Telios, it's way too clean. It looks like a bubble blown in space, almost perfectly round. That's the first weird thing. Then it gets stranger. Telios doesn't glow in visible light or X-rays like normal supernova leftovers do. Instead, it gives off only a faint radio signal, like a soft whisper in space. No X-rays at all. And that's a big problem. Because X-rays are supposed to be one of the clearest signs of a star explosion. If there are none, then what even is this thing? It's like the universe left us a clue, but the pieces don't fit. And the deeper scientists looked, the more confusing it became. If we want to understand Telios, we need to know how far away it is. But here's the weird part. Scientists can't agree on that either. They ran the numbers and came up with two totally different answers. Option 1. Telios is around 7,000 light-years away. That would make it pretty close at least by space standards. If that's true, the bubble is only about 46 light-years wide, and it's probably less than 1,000 years old. A young supernova remnant. Option 2. It's much farther, over 25,000 light-years away. That would make it huge, around 157 light-years wide, and possibly 10,000 years old or more. So which one is right? That's the problem no one knows. The bubble is glowing just enough to be seen, but not enough to figure out its exact distance. And depending on which answer is correct, the entire story of Telios changes. Is it a baby or an ancient giant? Right now, it could be either. And that makes things even more confusing. Since nothing about Telios made sense, scientists started looking at stranger possibilities. One idea. Maybe this wasn't a normal star explosion at all. They think it could be from something rarer, called a Type Ix supernova. It's like a weaker version of a typical supernova, but with a creepy twist in this kind of explosion. The star doesn't fully die. Instead of blowing itself to pieces, the star partly survives. It turns into something damaged, but still alive. A zombie star. Creepy, right? This idea could explain why Telios glows so faintly and why it's shaped so perfectly. And get this, there's actually a real star near the same distance that could be the leftover zombie. But here's the catch. When scientists used other ways to measure how far away Telios is, none of the numbers matched. So even though the zombie star theory sounds cool, it might not work either. The mystery just keeps getting deeper. One of the weirdest things about Telios is its shape. It's almost a perfect sphere round, like a balloon, smooth on all sides. But that's not normal. When a star explodes, the blast pushes through clouds of gas and dust in space. Some areas push faster, others slower. The result is usually messy, uneven, and full of strange bumps. But Telios, it's like someone carefully crafted it. No bumps, no dents, just clean edges all the way around. How is that even possible? Well, scientists have one idea. Maybe the explosion happened in a part of space that was almost completely empty. No gas, no dust, no resistance. That would let the blast expand evenly in every direction. It's not impossible, but it's extremely rare. Most places in space aren't that empty. So if that's really what happened, then Telios just got incredibly lucky. Or maybe wasn't luck at all. At some point, scientists had to ask the big question: what if Telios isn't natural at all? What if it was built? That's where the idea of a Dyson sphere comes in, a giant, mind-blowing structure that could completely surround a star and collect all its energy. Imagine millions of solar panels floating in space, circling a star, capturing every bit of power it gives off. It's not just science fiction. Some scientists believe advanced alien civilizations could actually build something like this. And Telios kind of fits the description. It's perfectly shaped, it's quiet, it doesn't behave like any known space object. Could it be one of these alien megastructures? Well, there's a catch. If Telios really were a Dyson sphere, it should give off heat, lots of it. All that captured energy would have to go somewhere. We'd expect to see a strong glow in infrared light. But when scientists looked, they found nothing, no heat, no glow, no signs of life. So is Telios not a Dyson sphere? Or is it something even more advanced, hiding in plain sight? So, what is Telios? Right now, scientists don't have a solid answer. They've looked at every clue: the way it glows, its shape, its possible distance, and every theory has a problem. The normal supernova idea seems most likely, but where are the X-rays? The zombie star theory fits some facts, but not the distances. The Dyson sphere theory is wild, but Telios isn't giving off any heat. It's like every explanation hits a wall. Telios is quiet, mysterious, and far too perfect for comfort. Scientists say they need better tools, more powerful telescopes, deeper scans to understand what this thing really is. But one thing's for sure: if something this strange exists right in our own galaxy, what else could be out there, hiding in the dark, waiting to rewrite everything we thought we knew about space?